Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to the toilet bowl. Hang on, I'm in the dark. I'm just got to turn the light on. That's a little bit better. Right, we've always said that here on the toilet bowl we tackle uncomfortable subjects. And tonight, I think today, yeah, we're very late with the toilet bowl. And today I think we are covering the most uncomfortable subject known to woman, and that is periods. Now, please bear in mind we are not sponsored by any of the companies that we mentioned, but we're going to show you some of the products, some of the ones that we rank the best.
First thing though, if you have period pains, the best thing to do is lay on the sofa, which I'm supposed to be doing, with a hot water bottle.
And that is actually a hot water bottle, it's Thumper.
It was a Christmas present. And the better ones are the ones with the cover on them because then you can just stick them up your top.
Or if you're worried about hot water, which a lot of people are, you can get brown ones that you put in the microwave.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're as good.
No, Thumper has been with me through a lot of these. I've had him for about 2 years now. And every time I'm got this horrible thing every month, I always pull him out and
Because he's furry and he's nice.
he's comforting. Because when you've got periods, you don't want to be touched by anybody.
No, you don't want. You just want everyone to leave you alone, basically, and it's not nice, and it's really horrible.
I mean, furry things are okay to touch you, like cats and dogs and things like that. But sometimes dogs can annoy you because they're like, and cats as well will do that. And you just like, just thinking.
And also, dogs have got an habit of going for the crutch.
Yes.
And when you are on a period, if you're anything like us, you think you smell. I do anyway. I get this horrible paranoia when I smell. So it's sort of like, oh, I really stink because the dog is doing it. But the dog will do that at normal time, but you notice it more then.
But if you've got a nice furry hot water bottle, like mine, just use it because although you don't want people cuddling you and you don't want any contact with people.
And if you haven't got a furry hot water bottle, go in the pound shop, get one of the £1 hot water bottles, and get a square of fun fur from the pound shop. And you only have to wrap it.
To be honest, you can buy these anywhere though, and they're not that expensive. And if you've only got a hot water bottle, then wrap it in a tea towel or a towel, and get a teddy bear and cuddle the teddy bear.
Oh, like I say, get a scrap of fun fur and
Make you feel better.
You don't even have to sew it. You just.
Although you don't want anybody touching you, you want something furry to cuddle.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that's why I have him. He's got dual purpose. He's cuddly, he's furry, and he keeps me.
We are going to show you what we rank are the better ones.
Yes, I have my monthly annoyance, so that's why I'm.
Now, if you have extreme period pain, I'm not talking about medical conditions such as endometriosis or anything like that. But if you've got a common or garden painful period, the doctor can actually prescribe you either metformic acid or the ones that prescribe Kaylee, which are
tranexamic acid.
Well, it's some kind of trans.
They don't actually work. They're crap. My metformic acid used to get to work as soon as you swallowed the pill, because they it were in like the plastic capsule, so it explodes and it releases whatever.
Gelatine, if it was plastic.
Well, gelatin, and it releases whatever the pill contains. These are like. Now this is not a joke. They are that big. They are huge. You have to take 2 of them, and they don't bloody work.
Right, now...
I took about 10 minutes ago, I'm still in pain.
We'll get on to the products.
I'm just saying.
Because she's venting about how painful they are and how crap they are.
Right, so we have some tampons. I will show you them in a second. We have... These are always sanitary panty liners. And they're good because when you buy a box of them, they're scented. This is going to be really weird, but they're still scented. These are scented. They're nice. They're small, but they are very thin.
So
if you're having...
Yeah, what do you use panty liner for?
You're having a very, very light flow. They're good for that. Like, I'm talking like really light. Like no clots or anything like that. These are good for that. If you have like normal periods like I do that are quite heavy, or just normal run-of-the-mill periods, they're good for the end of the period time, because that's usually when it starts slowing down and You just need just in
sometimes
case.
during the month you get a bit of discharge.
Yeah.
And
also, some people do actually wear them when they're not on a period because being a woman sucks.
Sweating, and
being a woman sucks. And then ones are scented, so you don't smell anything. These are Bodyform panty liners. I've not used these.
Well, we hope not.
No, I've never used them. I've never used these ones. But these don't look like they've got any padding at all. They're just like flat. And I got these because I went online and I put in my details and they sent me out a free pack of 5 of them, and I've got some vouchers as well. So that's quite good. And these are they're completely flat. There's no padding there. Let's have a look. It's a bit crap, isn't it?
I don't know because they and always the ones that have got that space age technology that you can screw up and you don't even.
They're the Always ones. They're Bodyform.
Don't try it.
So that's mine.
Hang on. See. And when it does go back, look.
No, it's got lines all over it.
I'm sure you can work with it with lines. You're not going to look at how pretty it is, are you?
Right, I'm actually about. Well, it was. So they're the panty liners. You've got panty liners, which I haven't you, but
yeah.
This is my little bunch of stuff. These are the sandwich towels. Now this says, "Be fresh and protected." So I am actually going to look a bit weird and smell it because I'm not sure whether these are scented or not. They're not scented, so I don't know how that works. Now with Bodyform, most of them have got wings. This is actually a proper sanitary towel. So you use this when you're having normal flow, like heavy flow. These actually are quite good because sometimes you just don't want to wear a tampon. You just want to just like, no, I don't want to. I've had so many days like that.
There have been days where you've used tampons so often you get a bit sore and it chafes and you just, nah.
And sometimes you just don't want to use a tampon because it's too much work.
How many times have I get lube?
I know.
But
honestly, wearing a tampon is more work than putting on a pad. A pad is so easy. And a tampon is just not that easy. It's not that easy to work with. And then it will move. And when it moves, oh, you know about it. And then it won't go in properly. And you end up using about 3 of them.
These are my favourites.
Yeah, I like these ones. These ones are really, really, really good. These are, right, it says nighttime because they're long. They're that long. Okay, yes, they are for nighttime, but if you're having a really, really, really heavy flow, don't be embarrassed to wear one of these ones. They suck up so much.
It would seem when you've got a really, really heavy flow, it comes out your bum. I know that sounds disgusting, but it does.
Seems
and
to.
That covers your bum as well.
Yeah, these are really long. And they are for night time, but don't be embarrassed about wearing one of these if you're wearing it during the day. They're nighttime ones.
Show. It's as discreet as normal always.
And also, I haven't got any to show you, but you can get ones for thongs as well. Now, they're okay, but you have to change them more regularly than you would something like this. I wear thongs all the time, and to be honest, I wear these with the thong. Doesn't matter. You just have to know how to do it.
Because I'm menopausal, sometimes it is so heavy that a tampon doesn't actually work. So I have worn those with a tampon.
But you work your way around it. I wear thongs every day, and I can wear that with a thong. Maybe I'm just like
folding.
Good at it. I don't know.
Folding is origami, isn't it?
It is, but you don't actually notice it's there. Like I know, like say it up your ass, bum, you'd feel it. Bum, say it up your bum, you'd feel it.
You've done it again.
But I didn't actually say it. I said you'd feel it, but you don't. You don't because it's cotton wool. Didn't actually swear. I held it. So yeah. I'm sorry about nearly swearing, but I didn't actually get there. I remembered. I'm doing a song. So, but yeah, it's cotton wool and it's soft, and you don't notice that it's up your So these are okay for that. And then we have the tampons. Now, my mum doesn't believe in anybody who is under a certain age wearing these because she said if you're a virgin and you wear a tampon, it can cause you to lose your virginity.
And it's not okay.
They're uncomfortable. So this is a compact, regular. They're not very nice. And it looks quite big actually. It looks like the same size as the super ones. So
hang on, I have a super one here.
we will compare. Because that looks like, doesn't that look like a super one? It does, doesn't it?
That actually looks bigger.
Oh my god, okay. So this is a super. This is for like super heavy flows. And that's a regular. Do you see what's going on there? There's something wrong there.
Maybe that's compacted more because that's supposed to be more absorbent. I don't know.
That one's thicker. Anyway, right, these.
I shouldn't have done that.
No, I know you can't get back down. Never mind. Right. The thing is with these people, a lot of people say if you've got okay, they go by tampon sizes to the size of the vagina, don't they?
Yes, which is stupidity.
Bull.
It's not the size of the tampon, it is the absorbency.
The flow. So if someone says, I wear super tampons, and people say, oh, it's because you've got a big vagina. No.
That's
No.
rubbish.
No.
Because these are... Where is it on it?
What?
The little drops.
There. That's 4 drops. Hang on, these ones... Oh, okay. No, these are super... Oh, these are super plus. That's why they're bigger.
Ah.
I thought they were regular. They're not a super plus. These are 3. These are super. That's why.
Well, is this a regular?
I believe that one is a regular. I thought they were regular.
These are the very old tampons.
Oh, I was going to go for my pal.
Hang on a minute. Before they made compact, they made these ones, which I much prefer. I really prefer these ones.
I
This
don't.
one. Now, it is the same, but you, instead of doing the construction kit of pulling it out and twisting it, let's see, throwing it on the floor. Instead of the construction kit of pulling it down and twisting it like you have to do with that one.
No, it won't go in.
Yeah. This one is already done for you. You just push it up and that's it.
Yes, it done it. Right.
It's applied.
These ones are my favourite. These are Pearl. Tampax Pearl. I love these ones. These are my absolute favourites. I love that. She hates these ones.
Yeah.
I love these ones. These are so good. They've got like, when you see them on the advert and they've got the little skirt on them and stuff, they've got the little skirt there so it stops it from, yeah. I like these ones. And these ones are the regular ones. And you have to sort of, when you use these ones, you pull that out and listen to the click. Did you hear that? Hang on a minute. That click. When you hear that click, that's ready to use. And then you just push that all up. And
now, I have a problem with any of those, even these ones, because you push this tube into that tube, which means that that tube meets it there. And these have got a little lip around the edge, as you can see. You pinch yourself.
I don't.
I have done many, many times, and when you pinch yourself, you know you've been pinched. It hurts. And that is why I really, really hate these. And they're the same. Because when you pinch yourself all around the nose, you know you've been pinched. It's like, oh, and it's not very pleasant, and I don't like it.
But periods are not a pleasant thing anyway, are they? Really?
No, they're not, but I'm just saying it's really unpleasant when you pinch yourself
That's not going to go back in the
with
box.
something you're supposed to be using. If you just stick the wrapper over the end of it, so it's
fresh. It stays fresh.
Yeah, because we are going to actually still use these, but they're
We
not.
can't afford to just show you and throw them away.
No.
And I would never throw this away because I love these. These are my favourites. And also, if someone dropped this on the street and I didn't show you this and you didn't know what it was, would you actually think that was a tampon? No, you wouldn't.
And also, we don't believe in flushing the applicators. So we put the applicator back in the plastic and throw the whole thing in the bin. Maybe that's just us. Now, this is actually our own brand. This is a Tesco's sanitary towel. I don't think it's super or anything. I think this is just like a normal, regular one. It has wings. Let's just go. That's just like, I can't read it.
Secure guard. Contours or something.
Oh well, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Tesco's own brand. And as you can see, it has wings. But when you compare that to the length of a nighttime one,
Yeah, but You've got the normal ones. Hang on, let me get that one. So some about the same size. Oh no, that one's slightly bigger than the Bodyform ones.
Because these are daytime ones, these are not for the night. Yes, it has wings. I've used them. They're not too bad. They are quite absorbent, so they're all right. I wouldn't say they're fantastic, but they're okay.
Ow.
This is actually a Lillette's. Can you show the camera? That is a Lillette's panty liner. Now, I don't open that one. I've got some on here. The Lillette's panty liners.
These are actually a really good idea if you're going away.
Yeah, because they come in a little baggie, and you get 3 to a baggie.
4.
Is it 4?
I think it's 4.
Well, you get 3 or 4 to a little baggie. That's the Lillette's panty liner.
It's not very big, it's tiny.
And if you're going somewhere and or you've got nosy children, these come in a little resealable baggie.
I'm going to go to the toilet. I need to go to the toilet.
I'll jump in your...
My grave.
Yeah, jump in your grave. Do you want to say that one as well? These have all been demonstrated on. Right, so we have... This is the packaging, which is quite pretty. It's got little handbags and things on it. And you've seen the size of that one. Now, they do not look like panty liners. They don't look like anything. If you've got nosy kids or you're going away somewhere and you want to have that in your handbag, then that's a good one to have. I have Ultrex. Now, I'm not sure which. I think this is a Supermarket's home brand. I'm really not sure because we've had so many different brands from Supermarket's own and things like that, and they do vary in price quite wildly. And sometimes you can say, oh, I prefer this brand, I've never used that brand. But when you wear your skin, you will. This is a own brand nighttime towel. I believe Ultrex is Tesco's, but don't quote me on it. It could be. And that is a nighttime towel. Again, it's got wings, and I have used them. They're okay. They're not fantastic. Like I say, always my favourite. I would always trust them always. Again, not sure of the brands. But that seems like a good idea. I quite like the fact that the wrapping is like a cottony like substance. And that is a nighttime towel, but nighttime towel for security. It's got 2 sets of wings. It's got a set of wings here and another set of wings up there. So that is like super secure. That ain't gonna go nowhere. So I will be trying those ones next, I should imagine. This is not a bullet. It is a Lilette tampon. It's applicatorless, so you have to shove it up there with your finger. I'm not a great fan of these. I'm not. It's not because of any sanitary reason, even though if you're in a public loo and you're not sure of the plumbing, then you don't want to be sticking your fingers up there. But I'm not a great fan of these. They do take a while to actually expand, and they are very, very small, and getting them up there can be a bit fiddly. Remember, I've got sight loss as well, so it's very fiddly and awkward. But that is a Lilette. I mean, it's tiny. It's tiny. It's like a bullet. I reckon if you put that in the gun, you could probably fire it. This is a Lilette tampon. Yes, they did make Lilette tampons. with an applicator, which is, that to me puts me in the mind of one of the Tampax tampons. But that is actually a Lillet in there. That's.
Right, shift out the way now.
Hang on a second. That is a Lillet tampon with an applicator. I'm saying we have got the most secure sanitary towel in the world ever. It's a nighttime one.
Yeah.
It's in like a cottony feeling cover art that I like. But it's got 2 sets of wings.
Whoa, okay.
I ain't going nowhere, is it?
I've never seen one like that before.
And they thought,
If you don't like wings, there is another way you can deal with it as well. You can just tuck them in.
right, now this is actually not a sanitary towel. This is Asda's answer.
Did you show them that?
Yeah. This is Asda's answer to the tenner pads. Now, as you can see, it is huge. It's massive. Can you show? It is massive.
That's to hold in wee wee though.
Yeah, it's huge. Now the actual underwear, the always underwear, has got one of these made into it. They're a pair of knickers with this built in. In fact, when we were in Lanzarote, I'd come home and I'd taken them off because they're completely disposable. And I put them in the bin and Kaylee went, Mum, why are you throwing your knickers away? And because they are made into a pair of paper knickers.
Pants.
Yeah. Now, although they feel so cottony, it is actually basically supposed to be paper. But I will say one thing. They are uncomfortable. Now, I'm on medication, which means that I get an urgent need to go.
Is that a Lillet as well? Isn't it?
Is that a Lillet?
Yeah,
That's
it
one
is
with
a
2 wings.
That's got a Q on it. Yeah, it's a Lillet.
Oh, that one is a Lillet. The one in the nice cottony feeling colour, and the one with 2 sets of wings is actually a Lillet. Yeah, but the always knickers are very uncomfortable.
Do you know the Lillets are actually made for teenagers? They're actually made for teens.
I don't care for that.
I know, but they are actually, the Lillets are actually made for teens.
But, yeah, I find them very uncomfortable. And I'm on medication, that means I get the urgent need to pee. I very rarely do. It happens occasionally when you're busting and there is no toilet in sight. But not very often because I know if I'm going out, I don't drink much that day.
No, and she does usually wear one of those.
And I do sometimes wear one of those just in case. Luckily I haven't actually needed them, so it's not just because I'm on the medication, I'm of that age as well. So, but yeah, I would, tenner pads and knickers are not comfortable.
I think my bladder showed its strength when I went to ink that time.
Yeah, they are massive and they're not the most comfortable thing on the planet, but if you need them, you need them.
I don't know, your teeth are scary.
And also, if you are now, I'm going to say this, a lot of people know me, when you approach menopause, some people have the heaviest periods imaginable. It's happened to me a couple of times. I know some people have it regularly. You know, some of them, they give you like rubber knickers to wear over your underwear because it happens. A tenner, you are not supposed to wear them for periods, but if your flow is that heavy, I would advise it. Because I know it's there to absorb the moisture from urination, but it will also absorb blood. So, you know, if you have got that problem where you're coming up to menopause and you're bleeding like a stuck pig, then I would advise one of these, because at least you can get to the local shop without looking like a slaughterhouse. So
Can I just say something as what really annoys me? Men who have no clue.
A lot of men have no clue on how serious period pain is.
Not just that. People saying that women can't control their bladder, and that's why we bleed.
That's idiots.
No, it's not. Because we don't choose to have these.
Oh, it doesn't come from your bladder.
No, it doesn't. It's the womb lining coming away.
Now, I know that people with endometriosis suffer horribly. And I think, to be honest, I think we actually do have a light form of it. Because the actual pain we do get. This is not normal period pain that we suffer from. It is far more severe. I mean, my mum never really suffered from pain.
Oh, jeez.
My sister, she was so regular, she never suffered from pain. But me, I vomit with it. I'm curled up in agony with it, and she's the same. So, if you are watching this, comment and tell us if you're in absolute agony with your periods or not, because we would like to know, because we suffer horribly with them, don't we?
Mm.
So if you're one of these lucky ones, we want to know.
But when I was working at Superdrug, my boss said, I said to him, I can't come in because I had severe period pains. And he says, well, every other female comes in every month.
Now, not every female has severe period pains. I think nearly every female suffers from period pains at some point, but the severity it varies from person to person. We have them very, very severe and very, very painful, and they're usually very, very heavy. And we get lots of clots as well, which is why I think we must have a touch of endometriosis. But not everyone does suffer, but most women at one point will have a really heavy, painful period.
Oh.
And for that, I sympathise.
I don't have a heavy one, I'm just agony.
You know, I sympathise with anyone who has painful ones, really, because, you know, I went through this from the age of 9. So I sympathise with anyone who does have...
And the annoying thing is that when you've got like this much pain, you can't do anything. You literally, for the whole day, you're out for the count. I mean, tomorrow I should be able to move about again, but right now...
And the worst thing is when you get it really heavy and you're as weak as a kitten, or you can't move from the sofa.
No.
Do you know, I was like it once, and I was laying there and I was watching Netflix, and I couldn't even move my thumb to change Netflix. And they were all saying, "No, you're lazy." No, I was in agony, and even my hair hurt. You know, it was like...
How many times have I had that where I can't actually move from bed and you've had to come up and like bring me tea and stuff? It's horrible. And yeah, you'd be like, oh, it must be nice, you know, being waited on. No, it's not, because I want to move about. I want to do things.
And not only that, she gets nagged by me, and I'm like, I'm just doing juggling act coming up the stairs.
Yeah, because I've been like, she'd be like, do you want something to eat? She'd be all nicey. Do you want something to eat? Do you want me to eat some toast, something? Because like, you can still eat. It's not like having a cough or having a headache or something, or actually like, you know, when you want to be sick, like having a migraine or something. It's not like that. You can eat, but you don't feel well. Your stomach is killing you. And although you can eat like a trooper. You can eat so much. Sometimes you don't want to eat, or sometimes, you know, you do want to eat. It's like one day you could be like, I don't want to eat anything, and the next day you'd be like, I want to eat everything. So she came in and she went, do you want a sandwich? She said, yes, please. And then she said, do you want a cup of tea? I went, yes, please. Because like when you're being sick, you need dry toast. And you can't drink tea. You usually have like a glass of milk or water or something like that to line your stomach. But with periods, it's different. So I said, do I have a cup of tea, please? She came upstairs, she bought me a sandwich and a cup of tea, and I didn't half get moaned at.
The thing is, we lost our train, the move. And we're moving from Delaware Road. And I need one hand to grip the banister rail because my eyesight's so bad, I've got disorientation and I can't go up the stairs without holding on to something. So I had to make 2 trips, which I wasn't happy about. And we've got this weird turn in the stairs. And you've got to do this James Bond bit where you let go of that handrail and grab the next one. Well, I have anyway. And, yeah, I had great difficulties taking and stuff up. I really should get another tray, but I haven't found one that I actually find sturdy enough that I can carry with one hand. So, yeah, I'm very. I know it sounds like I'm being fussy, but I don't want to risk scalding myself or anyone else scalding themselves going up the stairs with a tray that's not secure. And also, I want to get one of those with a little lecture for your pants, so I can put it over.
Yeah, when I'm like this, my mum does actually do a lot for me, and then she makes me dinner and brings it in for me because I can't.
And give her cold flannels and put them on her head.
She knows what I'm going through, so...
Yeah, because I went through this myself. And I often say to her, lay on your belly, put the pillow there and lay on your belly because pressure on your belly does help.
And that's why she done me thumper.
But also, there's a very special exercise that I'm going to suggest you do. I will put Huggy on the floor.
Huggy.
Yeah, Huggy.
Huggy.
And your blankie.
Oh, thank you.
And you sit there like a dolly like that.
Mm.
Put your hands on your knees and sort of go forward like that. Now, I know that sounds like it's agonising, but it actually helps the pain. Because that's what I did a few times.
I don't want to do that. I just want to lay on the sofa. At the moment, like, I'd probably do that tomorrow if I get some more pain, but right now I just want to cuddle up with Thumper and Andy Boy under my cover.
Netflix.
Have some food.
Deadly Women.
Yeah, so it's actually on Prime.
Yeah, I've been watching Deadly Women. It was a series with Candice Denal and Janet Amatuzio. And it's about women who have committed murder or women serial killers.
I don't like things like, usually I don't like things about serial killers, but I like the dramatisation.
Yeah, they do dramatisation and they do little reenactments and I like it.
I like the dramatisation, but sometimes it's really boring. Like the other day, I saw this bloke's head off. It wasn't off, but he had that massive hole in the back with a little blood coming out.
Oh, you didn't see the one about Winnie Judd where she cut up the mate and put her in a trunk? I don't think she actually did it. But that's a discussion for another time. Today, let's work on the gore that we've got at the moment.
And also, another thing is, right, I've been doing exercises, everybody knows this, I was getting really, really skinny. And then I thought, because I've been taking my pill again, because I stopped taking it for about a year and then I started taking it again. Cause you don't usually get periods with them, so I thought, yeah, great, I'm going to Berlin and I can take my pill when it won't happen, and it didn't work. Because I missed one. I missed one, and then this happened. So, I'm going to start taking it again, but hopefully I'll miss one again. Because it'll go in like different times. Sometimes you'll get a period, sometimes you won't. But usually when you first start taking them again, you don't get a period. That didn't happen with me. So, I missed one day, and that's probably where this came from. But oh yeah, that's it. So I was getting really, really skinny, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting really skinny. And then I thought, yesterday, I was like, so why do I look so fat? You bloat. I've bloated. That's why I look so fat. And you feel sluggish.
If you're a lady and you're watching this, comment and let us know, because we want to know that other people are suffering. We don't want to be alone in this, So, and if you're menopausal, we want to hear about that as well. Because
and that's another thing. They make you tired.
Yeah. If you're menopausal, we want to hear about that as well.
Because I don't know about that.
Because I'm menopausal and I'm always hot. Always hot.
Do you get flushes when you're on your period, don't you?
Not really. I don't get cold flushes. I'm always hot.
Oh, no. When you're on your period, sometimes you're cold, sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're just right. And it's okay when you're just right, but then you'll get like really, really overheated, and you've got a hot water bottle down your top or on you or in some way, and you're just like, and you take your hot water bottle off you to cool down, and then you've got pain. So you're like, what do I do? Do I suffer from the heat and die of heat stroke, or do I just not have my hot water?
So if anyone's out there who is menopausal, comment and let us know. And if anyone has painful periods, comment and let us know about that as well.
And get a Thumper.
Yeah, he's from Primark. I think you might be able to get him on eBay, I'm not sure. But I love him. There are some incredibly cute ones out there.
I was asking Father Christmas for this one.
She used to have, was it a rabbit in a dressing gown?
He's not a rabbit, he's a hippo, and I still got him, he's upstairs.
So, you know, we've got all these.
I've also got a blanket with a teddy bear head on it.
Yeah, it's the weird, Kaylee cuddly thing.
But at the moment, I'm using my Minnie Mouse one because it's longer. Because the one with the teddy bear head on it is actually for babies. But I fell in love with it and I wanted it, and it was only £4.99, so I thought I'll get it.
And normally, if you're sitting up, you only have it to sort of like your waist.
So he's good for that. But the Minnie Mouse one is longer and it actually covers
she got it from work. It was reduced. They said, "Oh, you're not going to get that whatever."
No, it wasn't that one. That wasn't that one. That was the hippopotamus. That was the hot water bottle that I got for 99p.
Yeah, you're not going to get what something was spilled on it. And you're not going to get it out.
Originally, it was about a £5 or a £10 or something like that, and it was in the sale, so it was at half price. I think it went down to a £5, and someone bought it back because something had been spilt on it. I don't know what it was. And no, I think I got it for about 20p actually, didn't I?
Yeah. And that was really.
And they said, "You're not going to get that out of it." And I was like, "Well, I don't really care because I'm only going to use it." I was like, well, no one's going to see it. It's mine, you know. So I'm not going to take it out and go, "Look at my hot water bottle." You don't do that. That's just weird. Apart from this one because he's cute. But you don't. I mean, the hippo's cute as well. But but I've got another one as well that's in a little thingy, and I can't remember what that one is. I've got like 3 of these ones that are covered in something. One of them was on my bed. The other one, can't remember what it was.
I've just got a third.
I think it's teddy bear. It must be a teddy bear because my bed in teddy bears. So I got a hippopotamus and they said, "You're not going to get it out." And I gave it to Mum and said, "I bought this from Wednesday. It was like 20p. I said, "Can you get that out?" And she went, "Yeah." And it came out and he's so clean now.
What about your socks?
What was that on the socks?
Squirrel socks. I don't know. It was black and it was sticky.
It was like 20p for them as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was going around finding all the juice stuff at work and just buying it.
And they said, "You're not going to get that out."
The blue blanket had something on it. And gave it to you because I have a thing about blankets, right? I've got throws that go on my bed. I've got 101 Dalmatians. I've got lions, tigers. Are they lions? It's like tigers, aren't they?
Lions.
There's tigers. Anyway, I've got an animal one. I think it's tigers, and I've got a blue one with stars on it, and I have my Minnie Mouse.
Have you got your Pirates of the Caribbean still?
No.
Oh no.
My Minnie Mouse one won't go on my bed because it's got a hood. It's a dressing gown basically, but it's like a blanket dressing gown. It's got little mittens in it. So cute. And a hood with a big bow and Minnie ears on it. It's got Minnie Mouse all over it. I love it. But I love the little mittens. You like the mittens as well, don't you? Little mittens hands. And I don't have that on my bed. That usually hangs behind the door because I wear that as a dressing gown or a hand blankie. I'm feeling a little bit better now. The claws have finally kicked in. But I can't say I got my colour back because... But I don't have that one on my bed, but I've got certain ones that I have on my bed, like my blue one, my lions, and the 101 Dalmatians one. They go on my bed, and I have a massive thing about blankets. I used to have a Pirates of the Caribbean one which had a big skull on it, but that got lost in the move. And I've got a Jolly Roger that goes on my window, but I've got to sort that out because where I don't have any curtains for my bedroom. I've got a net curtain that needs to be washed, but I don't have any curtains for my bedroom because I've got one window. I want to sort out my Jolly Roger can go on the window, but it's only halfway. So
we've got to start looking on eBay for curtains.
Yeah, because I used to have a massive hymn. It was a picture of Billy Valo. There's a massive hymn flag, and I used to have that over my window, but they got lost in the move as well.
Not nice.
So yeah, I don't have that anymore, and that would have been perfect because that would have fitted over the window brilliantly.
We had a nice visitor yesterday, Michelle came.
Yeah, I made a dinner.
Because she hadn't eaten, she had cookies for dinner. But so she had yum chicken, she had 2 chicken breasts, and she had some mash. And I made her some brownies, so at least we know she ate.
Yeah, and she did. She ate all of her dinner.
Seeing her eat.
No, I'm so happy that she ate all of her dinner, and it was lovely. So she's had my cooking now. She'd never had my cooking before that.
Even though she lived here for 30 months. Which just goes to show how little cooking you used to do.
Used to do, but I do quite a lot of it now.
Yeah.
But, so I cooked for Michelle yesterday. But then again, she used to put pizzas and stuff when she was living here. So.
Well, it's nice to see her.
Mm.
It was very nice to see her.
And nice to feed her, I guess.
Well, we didn't have to sit there and go, out the way.
But I'm glad that she ate all of... Because she doesn't like wasting food. And she cleared that yum chicken like that. It's good to see her eat.
I don't think I've ever seen her eat, so...
Not that much anyway. She'll have yum yum yum.
Usually it's a little sandwich and she's taking a tiny little lady back.
Yeah, and it's quite funny because she's like, I want a brownie. And then she had another one. Then she had another one. I was like, Jesus Christ, she's eating all the brownies. So I gave her 6 to take home yesterday.
They weren't made for her, so...
Yeah. So she had 6 yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just glad she ate.
Michelle, have the brownies gone yet? Have they?
When you come back, if you're a good girl, you might get cupcakes.
Mm. You take 6 of them home then.
Ones with the icing.
If you're a good girl, how old is she? 5?
She's like a daughter to me, and I talk to you like that.
Yeah,
So.
you do. But I am like 5 mentally.
You still have Father Christmas, come on.
Mentally, I'm 5.
Mentally, she's 5 and she still has Santa Claus.
But no one's knowing my real age unless you already know. I'm not going to tell you. Nobody.
You're 21.
I wish I was. Let's just put it this way, okay? I saw something on someone's post and it was actually quite accurate. It said, my body is a temple, ancient, crumbling and probably haunted.
My body's a temple, but I rent it out weekends to Satanists.
Yeah, well, my body is a temple, but it's ancient, crumbling and probably haunted.
No, you're not the ancient one, that's me. I'll tell you what, you have my body's a temple, but on weekends I rent it out to Satanists.
No, I don't
and I
have
love
body.
the
I'm
ancient, crumbling and probably haunted.
No, I'm alright, thanks. But you heard it when I was doing my exercises and my body's like...
Yeah,
ancient, crumbling and probably haunted. But I'm not going to tell you how old I am unless you already know, and then you're privy to that information.
She's 21 like I'm 30.
Yeah, not. But yes, we won't give out ages on this channel.
No, because we're nice and we're kind and considerate, that's why. Because that's what we say at the end of everyone, be kind and considerate, and we are.
Although she did actually say her age.
Yeah.
I'm not saying mine.
Okay, I'm a bit sensitive about it, but I'm not sensitive enough to know that I'm not one of these people that think I look 30, because I know I don't. So, you know,
I look 50.
I am over 50.
I look 50.
But that's as far as I'm going.
I know, you already told them once.
Yeah, because it was my birthday, that's why.
But I'm not, we'll never reveal my age on here. On this channel.
But as I say, ladies of a certain age, usually, I don't say the old menopausal ones or the moody ones or anything like that. I'm not. I just say ladies of a certain age.
Yeah.
Because it's much nicer.
Although I will say I'm too young for all that at the moment, so that's a good thing. But I'm not 21.
And also there's gentlemen of a certain age as well.
Yeah, but they're menopausal and all. Yes, men do get menopause. But why is it, right? Us women, we go through periods. We go through childbirth. We go through everything that men go through, like flu and all that sort of stuff. But they seem to get it 900 times worse than us.
No, I could just
in
imagine.
their minds.
Now, there was actually a comedian who said this, and it's so true. We have periods. We deal with it. It's just part of everyday life. If a man had a period, he'd boast about it in the pub. You think your Evite Mothro's terrible? I'll use pints. They would. We go through it and we suffer it. Not in silence anymore, but we're fairly discreet about it. But men would boast about it in the pub. Do you know, I had it last week. I went through 22 towels. I did 22 in a day. And it was a comedian, and she said that men boast about things.
But just tell me, why is it, like, when we got a flu, we deal with it. We went to take some medicine and we deal with it. Men are like, oh, I'm dying!
There was a Boots advert, actually, a couple of Christmases ago. And there was 2 wives. They got the kids with them. And like, yes, well, the in-laws are coming this afternoon. Yes, and my husband's got the flu, bless him. And they've both got colds, and they're sniffing and everything. They've got red noses. And they're talking about their poor husbands who are ill, and they're running around doing all the preparation for Christmas.
That's what happens, though. Men, they don't... When they're ill, they think the world stops. And they're like, oh, God, it's so bad. It's like, I had it last week. Deal with it. Oh, but I can't.
It's man flu. Man flu is worse than woman flu.
No, it's not. It's the same bloody flu. Because you get it, you give it to them. It's the same flu. And they give it back to you.
But yeah, it was quite funny. It was a Boots advert, and I think it was about 3 years ago. And it's the two women with the colds saying what they got to do because they got the in-laws coming that afternoon. They got to get back and get the flowers done and everything else. And there's all this going on. And then they went, and hubby's curled up on the sofa. He's got the flu, bless him. Hubby's back home, got the flu. He's going in the loft.
No, the world don't stop just because you're ill.
I'm not that sympathetic.
She is when I've got like this, but then again, she knows what it's like.
If you're actually got something wrong with you, then yeah, I'll be sympathetic. I'll get your medicine. I'll sort you out. If it's just like cold or flu, 9 times out of 10 I've got it as well. So I'm not going to have any sympathy for you at all. Because I'm not that sympathetic. I'm not that nice. This I can sympathise with because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I know how bad it actually is.
I'm not acting, this is actually that bad. And it's coming in waves. And I hate when it does that. It'll go away and then it'll come back and then it'll go away and then it'll come back 50 times worse. I hate it when it waves.
Take a couple of your tablets now.
I just took some.
You can, no, you didn't. You took them a while ago. You can take them up too now. And you can show the little fishes how big they actually
Yeah, this takes the mickey. I don't know what they think my throat is, but honestly. Oh, I'm getting flushy. They expect me to take 2 of these. 2 of them. I have a big mouth, but my throat is not that big. Don't know what they expect.
I think you've got a motorway down there.
I don't.
So what are the biggest tablets you've had to deal with? Because they are, I think they're the biggest, because I had those as well. And I think they're the biggest we've had to deal with. But metformic acid was a weird one. First of all, it came in little capsules and it looked similar to Pond Stands. Then they changed the colour, and instead of being blue and yellow, it was red and green, wasn't it?
I don't know.
They changed the colour. And then it was yellow tablets that were sort of like, they're the same shape as a Viagra.
But they've gone back to being blue and yellow now.
Yeah, because Pond Stands are blue and yellow, but it's light blue and light yellow. But metformic acid is a darker colour. So, Kate, can you move your head down? Because so, you know, let us know about your painful ailments, because we have painful ailments too. See, even when we're dying, we still do toilet bowl for you guys. So, have we got anything else to cover? Because I think we've covered all the sanitary products.
Yeah, I think we have. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm going to go and eat.
Yeah, well, we'll leave this one here.
Sorry it's not as long as usual, but I'm in so much pain right now.
Yeah, so I've got to make sure that this one eats. Actually, I've done the last food, you can do this one.
I'm not cooking.
I'm not asking you to cook, I'm asking you to help me out, is all. And I will see you all tomorrow, and so will she, on Tales from the Toilet Bowl. So be kind and considerate. And from us here at Tales, it's goodbye. Bye.